Okay. Ta-da! I'm here. Oh, you something? My bear. Mommy bear.
I didn't build it.
And
Hey guys, Midnightcatbrix here. I am wearing gloves because I am in the middle of cleaning Vivian's Legos because she decided she was going to spill grape juice all over her Legos. They got sticky. They needed to be cleaned and sanitized anyway, and I am allergic to cleaning chemicals. So these are being cleaned. They will go into her tub and re-rinsed because I will not be able to touch them until they are rinsed. And while I have this out, we actually just got back from eating out and we wanted to go through this tub that we got from a used lot. I have been through a couple of these just to see what was in here and to see what I needed to do to them. Some of these have Sharpie marks, which that reminds me, Olivia, if you see anything with Sharpie, you need to set it aside, okay? That way mommy can clean them. I am allergic to cleaning chemicals. It is cleaning day also, so yeah, we're working on cleaning it. So this is a $50 lot off of Facebook. The lady did not tell us that there was anything wrong with it. She said all of the mini dolls were there, everything was there, but the problem is I have been finding on some of them they are marked with Sharpie. And since I have this out already to sanitize these, and I've got some old towels just in case the water gets on the towel, we thought we'd go through these. Olivia has not seen any of these. I haven't seen anything probably past the first layer because I did find some stuff with Sharpie on it and I tried my best to clean it off. If you guys recognize any sets that I don't recognize, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. I will be looking these up later. The things that have Sharpie on are kind of weird. Most of the mini dolls are all the ones that have Sharpie on them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all the mini dolls that need cleaned and we're gonna try to clean them off. What I think happened was I think that there was a group of 4 siblings and I think they were fighting over these, and the mom or something, or maybe the kid, marked the Legos with Sharpie so that they know whose it was. Like, let's see, I don't know if this one has it underneath them. Like, see, they're all marked with random number. They all have names on their back of their heads, which I think is weird. The lady, when we went to go pick these up, she didn't tell us, which isn't really, I mean, it's a big deal because she didn't tell us, and there is a lot of parts in here. Like this, I think, is from the stables or from the Heart Lake Riding Center. I think this one is part of the winter set, and we have the trailer for the horses. I don't know specifically what sets these are. I will have to look them up. I think this is also from the winter thing, or it's from the stables one. This part also is from the winter, one of the winter things. This was one too. I don't know if this one was marked. We got a tree, but we got all of this for $50. At first I thought it was like an amazing deal, so we grabbed it, but the lady never told us that it had anything on it, and Adam was so tired when he picked it up, he didn't really think to check. There's a lot of spare parts in here that are fine though. We just gotta try our best to clean them up, and that's always the risk of when you buy used sets. Sometimes you'll find them glued, sometimes you'll find, like this one is, let me see if it'll focus. This is one that I tried to clean up, which it came mostly off, but it still stained the back of her shirt, and I was scared if I rubbed it anymore that it would take off the color. I think this was whatever's kid number was 12. I think there was 5 kids. From the numbers that I'm seeing, there's a 1, a 5, an 8, and a 12. And see, this is one. I think this is also part of this set though. Like I said, I have to look all these up, but I just wanted to go through this with you guys and show you what we found. I don't know why anyone would want to write Sharpie on things like this. Like, see, this one just got smeared, so hopefully this will come off. Because when Adam picked it up, all they had was just like 2 or 3 base plates on top, so we didn't know what was in it. See, this one, some of them are fine. Yeah, and see, this is one I've already cleaned. I don't know why you would want to write Sharpie all over these kinds of things. That kind of bothers me. We got this little boat, and some of these, I'm not sure which sets they go to. And usually I like to clean these before letting Olivia see them.
Oh, Mommy, see this?
Like, see, this is one. And I think one of the girls or one of the kids traded for this one, because if you see, this one had the number 8 written all over the hooves, and then they scribbled that one out to put on the number 5. For $50, it was a really good deal at first until I discovered all of this. Maybe one of the kids' names was Sage, which is kind of funny because that's Olivia's middle name. See, this is one that I tried to clean up. These were on the top though, underneath the base plate, so I haven't really seen anything else. You see there's a number 5, so this must have been kid 5. So that's what I think happened. I love getting these kinds of things though, because it kind of gives you a peek inside another family's life and what they like to do and build. At least a small little on the surface sneak peek. Everything you buy, when you buy something used, always tells a small little story. Sometimes I like just seeing what I can find. And if you guys recognize any of the sets that are either put together or not, I still have to do some research to see what I have. Ew, there's a balloon in there. And the stickers seem to be put on okay too, so it's not terrible. I think this might be part of a jungle set. But I thought we'd try our best to clean up these parts and see if I can use them for spare parts for something. That's the plan anyway. If you see anything with Sharpie, you know where to put it. Like, see, this was kid number 3. Like, see, this one didn't have anything on it, so you can play with this one. This was kid number 12. Probably one of my favorite things that I got out of it was actually probably this hot dog car. I've seen this around. I don't know what set it's from, but it's going to be so much fun. It even has a little area for them to sit on. But I think this is going to be a fun little addition to our collection if everything's here to it. I think it's from the fairgrounds and stuff. Peach just fell off of this, but we got some sleeping bags. And anything with stickers, I try not to leave in the water long. I just kind of dip it in and just clean it off. And then I'll probably spray it later with some Lysol. Leave us a comment down below. What do you guys do when you get a used lot like this? Do you take them all apart? Or do you try to see what sets you can make? I know some people like to leave them as is and then just display them. I don't think I could do that. I'm one of the people, I like to try to keep the sets together, find out what goes to what, and then build them later. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Was it worth it, even though half of it is covered in Sharpie? I mean, for the spare parts, I would have paid $20. I would have paid $20 for all of the spare parts, but I don't know. I wish that would have at least gotten a warning that there was some Sharpie on it. It made a funny story though. So Olivia found these. This one they have called Dylan. He's number 10. He needs cleaned. Then we have
fun.
Number 12, and this is Jackson. I don't know if these are all little kids' names, or if, like, the individual kid named them, and then it's like, I don't know how you can't just remember what their names are. Why do you gotta, like, if you're gonna sell something, you should give somebody a disclaimer warning. Come on, camera. There you go. Like, this is Jessie. They named this one Jessie. And this is Ava. Maybe they were part of a soccer team. I don't know. That's Bay. This is Sage. There's a lot of really cool parts in this, though. So, a cute little foxy. As long as he don't have markings on him.
I want hot dog.
Like, some of them don't have markings. Some of them do. I'm going to be taking all these apart and cleaning them soon, so. Hey, look. I think it's Pucky from Ruth. This might be Ruth's dog. If anything, we can always use this for spare parts for Olivia. I just kind of wish they gave us a heads up that there was some Sharpie on them and didn't just, you know, hide them underneath all the hair and be like, oh, everything's there. Everything's clean and ugh. When I actually got this, like when I lifted the top plate off of it, I got attacked by like all of my allergies combined. And Adam did say that he looked through it at least a little bit. I think this one is Charlie. They named this one Charlie. We got a Charlie for it. We got a Gabby, a Jessie, a Gigi, Emma, a Jess, another Jessie. Let's see if there's Sharpie on this one. And this is Brandy. We got Brandy or an Ava, a Jackie, Annie. Maybe. I think that's Annie. Sage. This one is Olivia. This is Olivia's middle name is Sage. That's Bay. Artemis? Does that say Artemis? Augustus? I think this says Augustus. I don't know. Comment down below. What do you guys think that one is? And Sophia. Oh, and this is another one. I think this is part of a winter set too. I think this goes to these pieces. Do those have Sharpie on it, kiddo? Sapphire. Go on. Go. Still have a lot of work to go. Still got to get all these sorted and cleaned into the bucket and cleaned. Got these soaking because they didn't have any stickers on them and they were really gross. Like they were covered in dirt and dust. And these we have to get laid out so that they can dry because those are sissies. Be careful, don't put anything with stickers on them. But I don't know what this is to, but it's kind of cool. So far, there's a lot of extra pieces in here, so I'm kind of happy that we got it, but I'm kind of annoyed that they didn't at least, you know, tell us that it was covered in Sharpie. Like, I would have rather been prepared to have to save all of the mini dolls than it turned out to be underneath all of their hair. Some of the ones on Sharpie was all the way at the bottom. But kids, if you're watching this, don't put Sharpie on your Legos. It's bad. It's bad, okay? Well, Olivia's taken apart that, struggling with it. She's taken apart part of the stable so I can clean it. I'm going to try to see if I can clean some of this off. So far, what I'm doing to get the Sharpie off that's working is using a magic eraser and the string on it, apparently. Just lightly wiping it off and rubbing it, which works really well. Like, the Sharpie's coming off. Some of them did leave a little bit of a stain. Hopefully you can't really see it too well. I figured Olivia could just play with it, or I could give it to her friend to play with.
Oh, you might do that, my friend.
Olivia wants to give it to her friend. So far it's working.
No, not on paper. One paper. Two paper. Three paper. Okay?
And all I'm doing is just lightly rubbing the back of her head on this, and the Sharpie's pretty much coming off.
My friend.
The magic eraser, which is working pretty well, if I can get a hold of it, like that. Don't rub the color off of it, just the legs, okay? Olivia's decided she wants to try to help, so. Working pretty okay. There is a slight staining from the blue markers, which I'm hoping will come off. I don't know what else to do, though. Really harsh chemicals on it, because if I put, like, just straight bleach on it, I'm afraid it'd bleach the color off the actual Lego itself. I'm just afraid to, like, accidentally hit her eyes or something with this. Ah! The head fell off. Because I did notice earlier when I was trying to figure out a way to clean the Sharpie off, the pink shirts and some of the really bright colored shirts were coming off too. But I think I might have just been rubbing the color off of the actual part. A lot of these luckily can be covered up with hair, so I just got to remember on these pieces they have to have long hair. As you can see, the eraser thing works pretty well. So far everything's coming off okay, although some of them there's a little bit of residue left on the white plastics. See, like you can tell, like the little tin, but it worked okay. Like we got it off the horse, except for the little hoof. I got to work on that a little bit more. This one looks like somebody had tried to use fingernail polish remover. If you ever get Sharpie on a never use fingernail polish remover. It will melt the plastic. The fingernail polish is acetone based usually, and that melts plastic. So don't ever use fingernail polish on toys to get Sharpie off if you ever get toys with Sharpie on them. But we wanted to show these. Got it off of most of them. I still have a few to go. I need to touch that one up some more. And most of the heads are all clean now with a slight residue on some of them. The blue was very stubborn to get out. These are very, very old Sharpie, it looks like, some of these. Like it was super soaked onto it. But so far we've gotten most of it off. I'm not entirely sure why they covered everything with Sharpie. I really would like to know the story behind it. It does create a fun little story. Thankfully, none of the hair pieces so far have any Sharpie on them. But so far, I think these are salvageable. I'm going to work on the insides of this one a little bit more. And I've still got some to go, but I wanted to give you guys a small little update so you guys could see. Little Charlie over here needs her name written off of her face. We got Bay left. And this one, I got most of it off too. I didn't actually think to check underneath the saddles. One of the horses had a necklace drawn on it. Livs, what you got going on over here?
I'm playing.
What are you playing with?
This one. I'm not playing this one, though.
You're not.
I'm not playing.
You know what goes in that one?
Yes.
Horses. It's a horse trailer, I believe. At least I think that's supposed to be a horse trailer. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. But looks like she's got one of her characters that she made over there.
And a paper
And we still have to check all of these to see if there's anything underneath their hair. Can you say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
See you next video.
Next video.
Alright guys, bye. Anyways guys, that's all for this video. Make sure you poke that like button. Watch some more videos while you wait. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And scribble all over that notification bell. That way you don't miss any future videos. If you would like to have one of your builds featured, send us a picture. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.